As rumblings continue over what the PlayStation Plus games could be for the month of September, yet another rumor has come out. A lot of the times these rumors have a lot of credibility to them. We talked about Fist Forged and Shadow Torch being one of the freebies, and that game still makes a lot of sense. Given that now we're at the end of August and Sony has still yet to announce the freebies, so if they announce the game Tuesday or Wednesday, the games that is for Plus, Fist Forged and Shadow Torch comes out on September the 7th, so that would be a good time to drop the game. However, there is another rumor that has been circulating, and this is supposedly another leak. Note, this is not official. It's a rumbling, and this one, for a couple of reasons, is a little bit different than what we've seen in the past with the Plus games, and that's why I have a little bit of hesitancy to say this is completely accurate, because as you guys are going to see when I go over the games, it is a little bit different. This comes from D-Labs, and it was noted by PSU, so I'll leave a link to them in the description box below, but the leak is saying that Overcooked, All You Can Eat, Hitman 2, and Predator Hunting Grounds are going to be the Plus titles for September. Now, those games aren't anything out of this world in the sense that, oh, I can't believe that this is a Plus game, this is too good to be true. No, all those games are relatively tame. Hitman 2 is fine, Hitman 3 is already out. That's not a big get for Plus, at least I don't think so. Predator Hunting Grounds, I actually think that is a very likely Plus offering, if not now, in the future, because that was, I believe, a Sony published game, or Sony had a hand in the development and the publishing of the game, so I don't find that anything too crazy for that to be a Plus game sometime down the line, and that is a multiplayer focused title, and having that as a Plus game would make a lot of sense if you do want to jolt up the user base in that game. That makes all the sense in the world. Hitman 2 is a quality game, but given that it is a little bit older, it came out at the end of 2018, you know, that isn't anything out of the realm of possibility. If it was Hitman 3, okay, that would give me a little bit of pause and already make me think, that's not all too likely. I don't think that's gonna happen. And then Overcooked All You Can Eat, that came out earlier this year, but even that, it's not like that was a full $60 game. So that's not all too crazy either. However, what does give me a little bit of pause with the offerings is that there's no brand new game, which the majority of the months recently, I believe like every month has had one game that was a brand new release that they dropped on Plus right away. Last month we had Hunter's Arena Legends, we've had games such as Control Ultimate Edition on PlayStation 5 being free, Plague Tale Innocence, the upgrade for that being free right out of the gate. So the fact that there isn't a PS5 game that is listed here, they could easily change it up. I mean, there's no rule that suggests that they have to have a PlayStation 5 new release free every month. That's just something that has been happening very recently, and I think since going back to the PlayStation 5's release. And I'll actually let you guys know, since the start of the year, in January we had Man-Eater, which I believe was a new release on the PlayStation 5. February we had Control Ultimate Edition. March we had Maquette, even though that was a smaller release, that was still a brand new release. April we had Oddworld Soulstorm, so that was a pretty big deal. May we had Wreckfest. June, what do we have in June? We had Operation Tango, another brand new release. July we had A Plague Tale Innocence, and then also, I believe Virtua Fighter 5 Ultimate Showdown was kind of thrown in with the July game, so, that month, another new release, and then, of course, August, we had Hunter's Arena Legends. Going back to December, I want to say Worms Rumble was a new release, and then November, launch of the PlayStation 5, Bugsnax was a brand new release. So you're literally going back to the launch of the PlayStation 5, where every month has had a brand new game that has been a Plus lineup. So this rumor would suggest that they are going away from that formula, and that's why I don't think this one is all too likely. It's one that's been making the rounds, but I just wanted to point that out for anyone that did come across this rumor and takes this at face value and thinks all these games are going to be Plus. It very well could be. Again, there is no rule that says black and white, Sony has to give you a free game every month that's a brand new release, quote-unquote free game. I mean, it doesn't work like that. And prior to the PlayStation 5's release, it never was like that, and I think some people would look at the lineup in August, and people were very disappointed with that lineup, and they would think, hey, that's not too much of a stretch that they're going away from the new games being free every month. I hope Sony does keep that in pace, because I think a game like Hunter's Arena Legends benefited a lot. Virtua Fighter 5 Ultimate Showdown, I think that benefited a lot. I think a lot of people got to check out A Plague Tale Innocence. I think it makes a lot of sense doing that. I don't know what the financial transactions here are, though, so if Sony thinks it's, you know, hurting their bottom line, they're a business first and foremost, so they can do whatever the hell they want. But just from that standpoint, given that it's been nearly a year of every month getting a game from that was a PlayStation 5 or PlayStation 4 new release every month, and this rumor does not have that. That's why I'm thinking this is a little bit unlikely. Even if this does happen, let me know what you guys think about it. Would you be happy? Because these are all games I could easily see being plus games in the future. Overcooked All You Can Eat? Absolutely. Hitman 2? Absolutely. Predator Hunting Grounds I think is a shoo-in sooner rather than later. If I were to believe that this was going to be the PlayStation Plus month for the month of September, I think some people would be happy with it. I think Hitman 2 would be a good offering. I think Predator Hunting Grounds is a solid offering, and I think Overcooked All You Can Eat is a decent offering. I just think then it becomes abundantly clear that the quality in the Plus lineup has tapered off a little bit, and while I would still say, like, a lot of people will be happy with this month, I think it's not that level of, you know, that one month where we got the Final Fantasy VII Remake and all that kind of stuff, and then there was another month where we got Oddworld Soulstorm. It does seem like we've gone a little bit lessened from that, and while Plus isn't supposed to be, you know, us getting new $50 games every month, that was kind of what we were building up to, because remember, Control Ultimate Edition, Plague Tale Innocence, Oddworld Soulstorm, Final Fantasy VII Remake, all of those games were dropping as PlayStation Plus titles that you could get. And now to go back to games like Overcooked All You Can Eat, nothing wrong with that. It's a fine game. Hitman 2, good game. Hitman 2 is a very, very good game. And Predator Hunting Grounds, which is a solid offering and a PlayStation published title, those are games that are going to make some people happy, but I think, you know, if you were upset by last month with games like Hunter's Arena Legends, is Predator Hunting Grounds gonna be that more appealing to you than Hunter's Arena Legends? I don't know. Maybe it will be. Maybe I'm out to lunch and this is gonna be a month that if this comes to fruition, everybody is going to be so in favor of it and everybody's going to be super into, but I just don't think that is going to be the case. I think people would be more happy if we got Fist Forged and Shadow Torch, to be perfectly honest, than even Hitman 2. I think just on the basis that Fist would be a brand new game, that if this was the month that you were going to get, I think there would be more people happy with Fist Forged and Shadow Torch than Hitman 2. Maybe that's a wild thing to say because Hitman 2 is a big budget AAA game, but at the same time it is a game that is nearing 3 years old. And I do think there's something to say that even a smaller new game being free, a game that it's confirmed that people don't own it unless you pre-order the game, and I believe pre-orders are live, which also makes the idea of Fist being a Plus title a little bit dicey because I don't think they usually put pre-orderable games as Plus games because they don't want to screw anyone over. So a lot of moving parts if this ends up being the Plus month. Look, I'm not going to crap all over it like I did in August with the Hunter's Arena month, but I do see a lot of people being disappointed. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below about that because a lot of you guys might disagree. So sound off with all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching and goodbye.